Drake and PartyNextDoor with the some sexy songs for you. Um, did y'all check out the album yet?
I did.
Whew.
And I see Bong bracing himself. Well, what are the thoughts about this, man?
Man, go ahead, Kev. I'll let you have the floor.
I thought Bong was gonna start talking like Most Def. We're shopping. We're in Target.
We're in Target, right? Drake is
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. Ooh, we've got these bags. um, Definitely wasn't hip hop.
Yeah.
Um, this is it's an acquired taste.
Okay.
It's a real acquired taste. It is doing good on the billboards and streaming and all of that, but it just goes to show the fandom that Drake has. Um, but there were only a couple songs on there I liked.
Hmm.
Not my cup of tea,
Okay.
but nonetheless, it is doing good in terms of sales and stuff like that.
Did you
Um.
expect otherwise in terms of the sales?
When you look at the history of rap beefs in the past, rappers don't really do good when they lose the rap battles and they lose the rap beefs. So, I was wondering if his sales were going to take a hit. I was wondering. So I can't say that I anticipated it or I didn't anticipate it. I was just kind of wondering in a wait and see kind of phase.
Okay.
Um, and when it happened, I was just like, oh, yeah. I mean, Kanye said it like, you know, you can't kill Drake.
Hmm.
That's what he was saying in terms of the beef. Like, Drake will be back.
Okay.
Um. So I feel slightly different. Again,
Mm.
I wasn't able to listen. I wasn't able to listen to all. What was it? 22 songs. Let me
Hmm.
see.
Hmm.
21 or 22 songs. Too long of an album. Uh, Drake started, and maybe he has done this previously. He started kind of experimenting with the auto tune. I wasn't really a fan of that. I think that this album was basically put together to come out and to gauge the response of the public post beef, right? Like, can we still do numbers? And um, first week sales came in, he sold about 249,000 copies in the first week. So, to the average artist, that's a success,
Hmm.
all right? In comparison to GNX, Kendrick's last album, it sold 319,000 copies.
Hmm.
So, if we're just comparing one artist to another, it didn't sell as well as Kendrick. It's but they hid behind, or they can hide behind, oh, this isn't a Drake solo project. This is Party Next Door's,
It's a
this is Party,
collaboration.
or it's Party's album, right? And
Okay. Yeah.
Drake is basically just featured on there. Um, so in
And then
comparison,
it. Go ahead. Go ahead. In
go ahead,
comparison.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and then with you saying that, do you think that it's a deliberate move by Drake to kind of separate himself from the beef or distance himself from the beef with
He's
Kendrick?
he's I can't say that he is, or maybe he is, but he's not doing a good job because every time he's touring in Australia right now, and I think it's probably the best thing for him because he's getting flambéed out here in the states, right? You know what I'm saying? He can't go anywhere and escape the they not like us,
Hmm.
whatever GNX, everything that's going on with Kendrick. But what I was going to tell you in comparison to, right? So he did 249 first week sales.
Hmm.
Some of his other albums, Scorpion album did 732,000. Nothing Was the Same did 658,000. Thank Me Later did 447,000 first week. So now compare those numbers. Those are Drake numbers, right?
Hmm.
Those are,
Hmm.
so again, we're trying to say, hey, yeah, he had a great week. He debuted number one. That's fine. Um, I think Kendrick the week before re-entered number one after the Super Bowl.
He did. He
So
did.
I
He did.
so not even just to talk about Drake, but remember we were talking about the Super Bowl and there was mixed reviews. People said, it was some people saw it as great because of all the symbolism, but some people didn't like, the song selection. Well,
Hmm.
Kendrick had like all the songs, I think all the songs that he performed re-entered into like the top 100 in Billboard. A lot of them were
Mm-hmm.
in the top 10. The video, the halftime show on the NFL's page is I think the seventh most watched video on the NFL's YouTube page in history already. 12 days
Crazy.
in. Okay, so Kendrick did a lot of things right. For all the people that said, "Oh man, that was a terrible show," I beg to differ.
In terms of the release, right? In terms of the way
Hmm.
it was released, were there any like tracks running on the radio prior to? Was there
No.
anything from this? Right. So there's no prep to get it popping, right? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, there's no rollout, so to speak. It's just like, bam, here you go. Like sometimes that
Hey,
works.
that's how GNX rolled out.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I was saying sometimes that works.
And the funny thing is,
Sometimes it
they
don't.
said Kendrick specifically left "They Not Like Us" off of the GNX album because he didn't want people to try and say the attach "They Not Like Us" to GNX and say, you only have success because people
That
are running to
that's
that
happening.
album
Right, right, right.
for "They Not Like Us." So it's not on GNX. GNX had no rollout. It dropped middle of the week, so it was a short. So his 318 318,000 sales. It was a short week. So he didn't even get a full week worth of numbers for that 318 that he did. You get what I'm
But
saying?
but his rollout was already he won the battle. He's got
Yeah.
They Not Like Us. All of this momentum
And
is going. So he could have put out, some nursery rhymes and
and
people were gonna listen to it. But on the back end, that might say this shit sucked, but they was gonna listen to it because
but
of the
here's a
momentum he had.
hey, if you could highlight engineer's second to last comment. He said, "I'm not a fan of anyone, but Drake hasn't put out anything decent in a while. Nothing like In My Feelings." So I to that point, to engineer's point, if what I'm saying about UMG is correct, you the ball's already rolling. Now anything Drake touches for a while is like, hey, if I'm on a feature, that person's single's going number one, just off the Drake feature. It didn't matter whether what the quality of the music was. So whether it was good music or not, people are saying that a lot of his last couple of albums weren't good, but they still sold. He was still number one because at this point he's the machine. Him,
Right.
Taylor Swift, like they're the ones that it doesn't matter what you put out. They've already built in such a huge fan base
Mm-hmm.
that there's going to be people that are going to like it regardless how garbage or not it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
whether it's a trash album or not, honestly, never mind. If that's any other artist, that shit doesn't sell 200,000 in the first week.
Hmm.
That was a house album. Like like his fans don't listen to house. But once you saw that sell 200,000 first week, probably did some decent numbers, then you started to understand Drake fans aren't hip hop fans. They're Drake fans. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
but again,
Well,
man, listen. I want to see how far it goes because right now Kendrick's basically got, he's got the ball on the string.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
he's doing this thing, and Drake is definitely in retreat mode.
And you know what? This is the other thing that I'm interested in seeing because KP just made a point, you know, that Drake will get back to the hip hop shit, right? He'll get back to the hip
Hmm.
hop side of the game. I said that's coming in the summer, right? Now, Kendrick is riding a wave. The next move would be an important move, right? And it's to me, it's like he's already in that. You know how when somebody get a hit, like if they not like us, I'm about to make something like that again. Like or you'll
Yeah.
see other artists try to mimic the sound or try to do the same thing, right? Um Kendrick's already moving away from that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering like what's the next, like do we get some I don't know, tap into the old type of releases from Kendrick? Like do you see something like that coming out back to more like the conscious rap side of the game? Like what do y'all think the next move is? And when do y'all think that's coming? I mean, I don't know if he's dropping in the summertime like I'm saying Drake would be, but you know, what y'all think?
Well, he's got a tour. He's got
Yeah,
a not just a
yeah,
tour coming, but a stadium tour.
correct.
And again, I don't know the you know, the logistics, but from what I've been told, like it's much harder to do a stadium tour than it is to do like an arena tour, or or do like some of the smaller clubs. So for him to be doing a stadium tour is a big deal already. So the rollout has
Yeah.
already been great. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna roll straight into the summer with this. So
Uh-huh.
as long as he's on tour, I don't think Drake can't drop until the tour is over.
Right,
So he's
right.
probably got to park it
Well,
until fall
he can, but
fall or winter 25.
ooh, um, ah, man, KP? You think he'll wait till then? And welcome John Kill. He says I need Drake to twerk up on Kendrick. So,
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
what is going on
Whoa.
here?
Way to introduce yourself to the
Right,
chat. Whoa.
right.
um, what do I think? I think he could record while he's on tour. Um,
We got you, John Q. Just I got
Hey
hey, I
man,
showed this first, but I gotta let it, he's just
yeah.
trolling. It's all good.
hey, and not to cut anybody off, but please, while we got y'all in here, please like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. For tapping in with us. Please like, share, and subscribe. Kev, go with it.
Um, so yeah, man. I think that he could record some songs while he's on tour. It might be I say summer fall, between summer and fall. I could see him putting out a rap album.
Okay. I mean, that's a real strong arm, Bong. If that tour would be a real strong arm if it hold him out until fall. Like
Oh yeah,
that's you know.
yeah. And then you got a couple of Toronto dates. Um, so Kendrick, he's an asshole, bro. Like so, he got two Toronto dates, and apparently there was some.
The Junes.
Yeah. So apparently there was a situation where Drake was trying to buy out all the seats, and Kendrick got wind of it. And I think that the way the Toronto tour is set up is that it's no, um, like you can't buy seats or in like a certain area. So it's just like first come first serve when you or the day of or something. He did something to combat that so that all that, oh, we're gonna buy out all the tickets and there's just gonna be a bunch of empty seats. Like no, it's
Hmm.
that's not gonna happen. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
no doubt.
but anyways, man, that was
Engineer, we definitely do, engineer.
funny.
Absolutely. Might do it.
shout,
Did
shout out to engineer.
Yes indeed, yes
didn't 50
indeed.
do
Hey,
that to Ja Rule?
Yes, sir. That
yeah.
was the origin.
Yeah.
Hey, Bong, you said something earlier about Kendrick's music being played on some of the NBA games or during some of the NBA breaks and stuff like that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, man. The
okay,
last Laker game, Lakers versus Denver, um, and man, they was playing Kendrick throughout. And sometimes I feel like it's a LA thing, but NBA definitely understands. So,
okay. Um, so
ooh,
all right,
that was
Jay. All right, Jay Smith. Jay Smith
ooh.
in the building. Welcome, 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 Jay Smith. Drake
Mm,
and Kendrick, the Pac and Big of today, as far as impact.
Ah,
Um,
I'll say Nas and Jay, as opposed to
yeah.
I mean,
well, then
it was.
I
You
mean,
know what?
how
No,
far?
you know what?
Because we
Hold on.
talking a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
distance
yeah,
though. Because how far
yeah.
back
No,
was the
for sure,
Nas
for
and
sure.
yeah?
That was
Uh,
an early. No, no, no.
The
You know
Nas
what,
and
Jay
Jay was
Smith?
like 2002,
yeah, that.
2000, yeah, 2002.
Oh no, it was a
Oh,
little. Is it two? Was it 02?
2001,
it
2002.
was
Yeah,
early
because it was
2000s.
Okay.
yeah, because it
But
was when Jay-Z made Takeover.
but you know what
Yeah,
though?
that's
And
I
and
then it
that's
went from there.
I kind of agree with him because remember it was almost like a East Coast West Coast thing, even though it's Canada and California. It's
hmm
similar and it's intense. You know what I'm saying? And I think the social media and with just the internet has hyped it up and made it way bigger. So I can see it outside of the violence and to this point I haven't heard of anything being violent on either side
Not Like Us is got to go down as the greatest diss song of all time.
for sure.
I
For
mean,
sure.
oh
For
KP,
sure.
welcome to the party, man. You look you're clear now.
Oh, crystal clear. Damn.
I don't know
I'm
what
off,
you had going
I'm
on.
off punishment.
Yeah, I don't know what you had going on, but welcome to the party, man.
No, nothing, dog. I didn't have nothing going on.
But
I didn't press no buttons. I started looking to the sky.
but
Guess I should have did that earlier.
well thank God. Um yeah, nah, but I would say that's a good point, Jay Smith. I mean, impact wise for sure. And then that song, I don't think any diss song is touching that. You know what I'm saying? Um okay, we got
Is that Vina?
Vina. I don't want to butcher the name. And welcome Vina. Hopefully
Welcome.
that's uh that's how we're pronouncing it correctly. That we're pronouncing it correctly. So hey guys, I'm new to your channel, but Drake made NLU as big
Not like
as
us.
not like us. NLU as big as it got, and it was dying down until he started all the lawsuits, in my opinion. Um, so Drake made it as big as it got. You think?
No, by with the with
So
the
Sorry.
with the lawsuits, yeah, absolutely. It brought it back to life. That's for sure.
I'm sorry, engineer cracking jokes on me.
hey, and your Wi-Fi is back down again, KP. I don't know
Oh
what's going
man,
on, but
it's engineer.
let's
Engineer's messing me up. All right.
let's address Venya's question or Venya's comment though. Um, Venya, I don't know when you jumped on, but earlier Bong made a comparison with the Trading Places movie. Um, it's an old joint, but basically he was saying that UMG is who gave Not Like Us the push that it needed to be what it is. So I don't know if
And
Drake is necessarily who made it that
hold
way.
on,
He played a role because of his
hold on,
place in the
DP,
game.
because Vina, what the lawsuit is, Drake is suing UMG. So the push coming from UMG may have had something to do with the lawsuit. Oh, you trying to
But
sue us?
but it was already he sued because of what? Because of how big it had gotten. So
Right.
you gave it
And what
another push, but it was already, doing what it was doing. But
and I
after
yeah,
that, I agree that the lawsuit gave it another boost.
absolutely. Absolutely.
But to say that it made it as big as it, well, I get what she's saying. Let's see.
Mm.
Let's get you in here again. Yes, people actually watch the Super Bowl just to see if K Dot would play it. Yep, I was here and agreed totally. I mean, the enticement of the song only. Okay, so all right, I dig what you're saying, and I don't disagree with the lawsuit actually giving it yet another push. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that's actually a good
yeah,
point. Appreciate you tapping in. Um,
absolutely. And
Yeah, I'm gonna
highlight
say one
engineer, please.
oh, this engineer had KP dying with this because Hey
Yeah.
y'all, please forgive KP and his struggles. He, his video is not clear. It's coming through clear at some points, and then it's dying out on this. So it's on that hamster
That
wheel,
hamster
as
wheel.
engineers put it. So you know,
Absolutely, absolutely.
but
Y'all,
Yeah,
please,
yeah,
man.
please hit the like button, like,
yeah,
share, subscribe. Appreciate it,
yeah.
appreciate it, appreciate it.
Um,
Man, you was about to pivot, and I think we got a little bit more traction, but
no, I appreciate those who jumped in. We were getting ready to kind of switch about. We were talking about Kendrick's music with the NBA being played in the on the NBA games, and